Well, joining me now is the Director of Public Affairs at the Nigerian Communications Commission, Reuben Muoka. Thank you so much for joining us on Newsnight. Well, you listened to Nigerians there, really troubled about this development. And like many of the respondents, I was bad too, in spite of the fact that I had connected my subscriber, with my NIN. And I did that years ago, and I was still bad. Thankfully, NCC gave the directive, order, if you like, that the telcos should reconnect subscribers. Now, I'm wondering whether the telcos, did they engage you, the regulator, NCC, before going ahead to desubscribe this millions of subscribers?
Yes, as a matter of fact, we have felt the concerns of the subscribers, and that was the reason why we directed the service providers to reconnect all the people that were disconnected over the weekend.
Right.
It is only those that were disconnected over the weekend because we consider the inconvenience of their inability to do anything over the weekend. Otherwise, what the operators did was actually a directive of the regulator, because the SIM-NIM linkage is a program, a policy of the federal government, which actually started, as you mentioned, people that have registered many years ago and got their NIN and SIM, but a new policy came through in 2020, which defined the parameters for NIN-SIM linkage.
Right.
And the program started with, if you remember, in December 2023, 23rd of December 2023, the Nigerian Communications Commission issued a directive giving a phased NIN-SIM linkage. The first one were to do with those that have not linked their NIN to their SIM at all. And there were the activation of those on the 28th of February this year. Then the second phase was those who have more than 5 lines and above, 5 lines or above. They were expected to verify, in spite of the fact that
as in individuals or companies?
Yes, individuals, even corporate organizations that have linked their NIN.
Right.
They were supposed to do a verification of those lines that they have registered, especially those that have more than 5 lines, 5 lines and above,
Right.
because that is what the regulation of 2021 specified. If you had more than 5 lines earlier, before 2021, you must verify each of them, because the details of know your customer details that were used to register the NIN and those that were used to register the SIM when they bought it has to match. Some variables, some data may have changed, or they didn't match. So that is the essence of that verification. So on the 29th of March, those subscribers on that category were all deactivated.
Right.
Now the third phase is, are those who have 4 lines and below. So if you have 1, 2, 3, 4 lines in each of the networks, you have to verify them. And they were actually supposed to be deactivated as at April 15th, 2024. But we considered, again, the inconveniences and extended it to July 31st.
Right.
So,
now, July 31st was the date that NCC gave.
Yes.
So why did the telcos go ahead to desubscribe or deactivate people's lines before the expiration or the deadline?
Well, it's a continuous exercise till the 31st. And that is why, of course, that is the reason for the directive to reactivate those. But as a matter of fact, and I said that is temporary, because anybody or all consumers that have lines 4, 3, 2, 1 in each of the networks are supposed to verify them. And of course, the service providers have made it even simple that you can do that easily online. But what has happened is that a lot of consumers or subscribers know about it. Yeah, but the operators were encouraged to even send messages about this deadline and what they need to do. And of course, there were a lot of publicity.
I didn't get any.
Okay, but there was also a lot of publicity around the extension. And if you remember, the policy on SIM registration and verification has been on, and deadlines have been given from time to time, and usually people don't
So with this directive now from the NCC, how long is this going to last in terms of the resubscription or reactivation of or reconnection of subscribers?
Well, the directive is to ask the operators to reconnect everybody immediately, especially those that were disconnected at the weekend. We are reviewing the situations around it to see how we can probably give a particular deadline when everybody must do so. But this is an opportunity to advise Nigerian subscribers. There is need for them to go and verify their needs.
Is the online synchronization still on?
Yes.
So that Nigerians don't have to go to the telcos offices?
That is the fact, because the operators have some links with which subscribers can actually do this verification without having to visit or call their customer care numbers from where they can give them up the links and or other information.
Well, as a regulator, I mean, many Nigerians have had to suffer. You heard one of the respondents there say, look, I lost a 5 million naira job. What if there's a class action against the service providers? What happens then? Because this was done before the July 31 date that was given by NCC, you the regulator.
Well, you know the importance of NIN-SIM verification.
Absolutely.
It goes beyond maybe class action or what the individuals feel about it. You know there is an issue of national security and even individual security. There is need to have accurate database. And it's going on and on and on. We have to come to a point where that has to come to a close so that we have a very reliable and accurate database of subscribers, because we're talking about migrating to the digital economy. If people are not registered, and they will not be able to enjoy those services. So as much as it is an inconvenience to a lot of subscribers, but it's something that has to be done, and it should be taken like an update of the data that they have.
Something as simple as updating your data has caused a lot of inconvenience to many Nigerians. That in itself, on the flip side, could be a security risk when you shut down the lines of MTN alone. It depends on the figures you're looking at. It has about 80 to 100 million subscribers. That's a lot. When you shut down maybe half or a quarter of that number, it is a lot, isn't it?
It is a lot, but I think those...
and a security risk in itself.
It is a lot, but the numbers that are affected are not that a lot, because...
Do you have an idea of how many numbers?
I don't have an idea, but it's only on this category of subscribers that own 4 lines and below. Other ones, we have deactivated them, and they have taken steps to go and... but also, even when you're deactivated, you still have opportunity to go and activate those lines, to take these various steps in order to make it work. So it's not a closed door. But the thing is that these ones over the weekend, they came in a lot and it happened over the weekend. But reactivating them is only temporary. So there is need for consumers to register to verify and update the information they have supplied to both service providers and...
Would you be directing the telcos to adequately inform their subscribers so that you don't have a repeat of this development?
I think it is part of this directive. They are already being encouraged by the Commission to adequately inform subscribers so that they take that necessary step instead of waiting for a day like this. Then there will be a rush and then a commotion.
And the timing too.
And
At a time when Nigerians are already stressed, there's the issue of, you know, a planned protest and what have you. As a matter of fact, a lot of people are thinking that this may have to do with the planned protest.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with that. I've tried to explain to you how the program started, the stages, the phases, the number of people involved, the category of subscribers that are asked to do this. So it has nothing to do with
all right, that's good to know. Reuben Muoka is Director of Public Affairs, Nigeria Communications Commission. Thank you very much for joining us, and hope you stay on top of this so it doesn't happen again.